Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Let's get it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That second down play nets a -4.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Out of the gun, Newton. Completes it to Davis. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Tackle, tackle. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
At the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running right, this is Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Watch the run. Check.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, watch that.
Gun.
Mike 54. I got him.
Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gun.
You. Check.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set. 133.
36. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Great.
Slam.
Here we go.
Now it's Ingram.
Go.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Antonio Callaway. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmaker Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he hits Drake. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180. 21.
It's our time. It's our time. 54's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one. Deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go. 180.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Jaguars nothing.
Here we go. 180.
54 Mike. He can't handle
Man.
it.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
You got motion, man. You
Get hot.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 120.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Get hot.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 180. 21. 11. Block.
Check 26.
Hey, over.
You got tight right there.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
21.
Switch.
21.
Check hot.
Get hot.
Garoppolo being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, D!
And he's got room. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, but we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gun.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Jackson.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Missed Kuechly on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Okay, baby, I see you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 4-yard line.
Right. System, Mike. I got it. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end. 8.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Let's get it.
Line 36. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let's get it.
From the gun, here's Newton. Finding Gabriel complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. This is Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
At the 47-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
One set. Eyes up. One set.
Gun.
36. Line 36.
Operating from the gun. Newton. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
11, 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. 13.
Run you over.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's complete to Chris Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
65.
54. Got to do better.
Garoppolo again. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
20.
To throw is Newton. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Watch the pass.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
20.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check it back. Check it back.
Gun.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 180.
Mike 44. All day, every day.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Let's get it.
A loss of
20.
Brings up second and 11
Great.
at the 47-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Newton. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Check the hot read. Check 3. Check 3. 81.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
21.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Ingram. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
I got you, boy.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
Here we go.
Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The throw taken in by Cole. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bruce Irvin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike spot 9. Here we go. Let's bring it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't. About that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
To pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gun.
Let's go, defense. Hustle. 36. Line 36.
Back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
The first down carry for Davis. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Kill.
20.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the twist.
They're running. Ingram. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
It's a party now. 44. Mike, 44. Let's go, D.
Newton to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the curve.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for DJ Shark. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Just like that. Switch it.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 3rd. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First down, Jaguars.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
I'm coming back.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Panthers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.